Hey everybody, Jim Chester coming to you live from Cairo Thin Forum 2019 down here in Clearwater, Florida. I have Guerry Grune over here, PhD dude. This guy is intelligent, off the charts. What he's done is he's created a very, very healthy product line for people. You can see the banner over my shoulder over there. But I'm going to let him explain a little bit about his product line and why he created such a magnificent group of products to help people stay healthy. So welcome.
Thank you very much, yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Third Rock
Okay.
and the impetus behind it.
Yes, so Third Rock is started out as Third Rock Sunblock, a sunscreen company. I developed it because I had two really close friends who were surfers, both in their early 20s at different times. Both of them got melanoma, and both at different times by different dermatologists were told not to surf, or otherwise they get melanoma again. So being who I am and liking to surf myself and wanting to protect myself, my family, my friends, I decided to develop Third Rock Sunblock, and it's now Third Rock Sunblock Sunscreen, and that became the basis for Third Rock Essentials, which is a company now that has over 30 different product lines, 30 different product SKUs, many different products, and we can talk a little bit about those. Obviously the sunscreen being down here in Florida, it's September in Florida, but it's still pretty bright and there's a lot of sun out there, so protecting yourself from UVA and UVB, especially UVA, is a critical thing to do. So UVA is what causes DNA damage, aging, wrinkling. UVB is what they measure with SPF. So for you or me, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the sun, we start to turn pink. SPF 30 times 20, 600 minutes of protection from turning pink, from getting overexposure from the sun. And really what you should do is get out of the sun. But for somebody who surfs or who's outdoors a lot, getting out of the sun after 20 minutes is not really going to happen. So I developed a sunscreen that really, really, really works, and it's food-grade edible. For Third Rock Essentials, we say, if you wouldn't put it in your mouth, why would you put it on your skin? Your skin's your biggest organ. And so we want to make sure that your skin is protected. Your skin, as your biggest organ, if you think about it, all the other organs are smaller than your skin. And so why are people putting toxic stuff on their skin? I think more and more there's a higher level of consciousness now, even than when we met last year at this conference, about people making sure that their skin is healthy. If their skin is healthy, if you see people with healthy skin, 9 out of 10 times they're also going to be a very nice state of health. And you can really just look at people, and they used to say people glow. They have this glow about them. And of course, we're not women, so we're not going to get pregnant. So, but the point being that people who are healthy have healthy-looking, glowing skin, and it's because they're taking care of themselves from inside out, but also from the outside in. So we're just not aware, in this country, especially in the United States, we're just not aware of the toxic stuff that's in shampoos, that's in lotions, that's in creams, that's in soaps, that we use daily. And what I've done is developed protective products for the skin, and also antimicrobial, antibacterial products for ingestion, as well as for something called UTI. So I have several different products that we talked a little bit about last time, but one of them is Nutrisporin. So I now have two different types of Nutrisporin. It's both the water-resistant product, and it's the orange one, and water-soluble product, which is the green one below. So these two products have been shown to be effective against UTI, urinary tract infection. We had a woman call us 2 years ago from Bremerton, Washington, Sue Honan. Sue ran 2 assisted care facilities in Bremerton and asked me if I'd be able to assist with a study to determine if the UTI issues that she personally had would also work on her residents. These residents, many of them are incontinent. They can't go to the bathroom on their own, and so what happens is they get urinary tract infections very easily. We have a product with the Nutrisporin that wipes out infectious bacteria, and it wipes it out. They put it directly on the urethra, and it wipes it out, and it stops it from coming back. So what's happening is we're literally saving people's lives. When the UTI occurs, the urinary tract infection issue is because of infectious bacteria that gets into the gut. Once it goes in the gut, within 24 hours it goes to the brain. You've heard the expression, your grandma's loopy. Well, what happens is, of course, when the bacteria gets into the brain through the blood, through the gut's brain connection, the gut-brain connection is very big. They call the gut the second brain. When that happens, what happens is people can't function, And and then what happens? The doctors come in, they prescribe antibiotics. The antibiotics wipe out the immune system, and then these poor folks may or may not be cured by the antibiotic, because the antibiotic is going to wipe out certain strains of bacteria, but not all strains of bacteria. And so what happens is largely the UTI comes back. They give them more antibiotics. They wipe out the immune system even more, and these poor folks are really on their way to their deathbed. And of course, if they're residents, these are older people, usually in their 80s or 90s, who are in the resident care facilities, who can't take care of themselves. The doctors don't want to prescribe the antibiotics if they know what they're doing, but some doctors just don't understand how antibiotics will wipe out the immune system. And then once you wipe out the immune system, they're susceptible to all this other stuff that's going on in their system anyway. And of course, the older you get, the more impaired your immune system becomes just over time. And so they don't really have a way to fight off these infections. So with Nutrisporin, we've been able to wipe it out, stop it from coming back, no antibiotics. And we even had one woman in the study who was on hospice for 9 months, and they put it on 3 times a day. She had had a urinary tract infection every week before she started using this stuff. So we know it works. We want to get more clinicals done. We need more help to get the word out. Neosporin, which of course our namesake is Nutrisporin, not to be confused with Neosporin. Neosporin works for some things. It's a triple biotic cream. It wipes out certain strains of bacteria, but it doesn't touch MRSA, for example. Most people don't realize that sepsis or MRSA is what Muhammad Ali died of in the hospital. Hospitals don't want to release information about the fact that a lot of people get infectious bacteria problems in the hospital, because the notion is that the hospital is not clean, it's not safe, and of course that's not really the issue. The issue is the hospital is a breeding ground for infectious bacteria for people who are incontinent, can't get out of the bed, and you just can't control infectious bacteria everywhere. So we developed this to make a difference. So we also make chelated silver oxide, not colloidal silver, chelated silver oxide, which goes into the Nutrisporin, but we also have other products. In addition to that, we make one that's a deodorant spray. So we put the chelated silver oxide in a deodorant spray, because what happens is you wipe out the infectious bacteria. Bacteria that dies causes odor. And so what we're doing by doing this is we're getting rid of the problem before it happens. We don't want the infectious bacteria to get here or anywhere else. And then when you get the odor, or even in your mouth, we have a breath spray as well. If you get it in your mouth, you get dental issues or gum issues. Infectious bacteria causes gum decay. So what we've done is we've developed some products that will wipe out the infectious bacteria and stop it from coming back. You and I talked offline about cancer. We know for sure that there's at least 3 or 4 cancers right now that have been linked to infectious bacteria, cervical cancer being one of them, stomach cancer, colon cancer, directly linked to E. coli. So people who have E. coli in their gut, their immune system might not be working optimally. Eventually that could lead to colon cancer. We talked about alcohol and alcoholism. Again, people may have some things going on in their gut that they're not aware of. The alcohol may cover it up because mentally they're a little bit impaired from the alcohol, and they're not thinking clearly, and maybe they're having that problem on a daily or monthly basis and they're just not aware of it. So with the infectious bacteria issue, what we have is something called chelated silver oxide. And that chelated silver oxide, I don't know if I can go over there and pick it up, but the chelated silver oxide, you can actually ingest it. It's not colloidal silver, it's colloidal silver on steroids, we call it. We chelate it with citric acid. So citric acid gets into the cell rapidly, immediately, so that you have a bioavailable and biocompatible compound. The inorganic silver oxide ions are compounded with the organic citric acid, and of course we're organic beings, we're not inorganic beings. So that's sort of how this whole thing has evolved into making these other products. Everything we make goes either into a gel or into the sunscreen. The sunscreen is chelated with zinc oxide. The silver is chelated with citric acid. The zinc oxide is chelated, with L-arginine. So all of our products are alkaline rather than acidic. That helps heal the body, both outside and inside, and we make sure that we do that as well. The newest thing we have is we have a vendor affiliate program. So I'm here at the ChiroThin conference to let people know about this program that we just started. We started it in May. We have about 150 affiliates already. And what it is, we give them a 40% discount for anyone who wants to be an affiliate. And then anyone who uses their code, they get a 20% discount, and they get a 20% commission. so that everybody who wants to help Third Rock Essentials become a bigger name and a bigger company so we can cure or help heal more people, that's the way to go, is with this affiliate program. So please, if you get a chance, go to thirdrockessentials.com. Our affiliate program literally takes 30 seconds to sign up. There's no requirement that you buy anything. There's no requirement that there's no minimum order. But we want to get the word out. And if you like our products and you want to get a 40% discount, it's an easy way to do it. This is not MLM. We're not an MLM company. The affiliate program is just what it says. You get a discount, and all your friends get a discount, and all your family gets a discount, all the people you know get a discount, plus you get a 20% commission for referral. So, but it's pretty straightforward. Again, our company is so small, and our distribution model is so weak, really, that we need to somehow get the word out by coming to Chirothin and working with the great people here that Dr. Strohide has gotten here for the conference. These folks, they're healers. They understand the science. They understand they have very high level of knowledge about what works and what doesn't work in the human condition. And that's why I'm here, because I'm a PhD chemical engineer, but I'm not a healthcare professional either by trade or by knowledge. But I'm here to make sure that we get our products to the right people so that they can get it to their patients or the people that need the health care. And of course, again, this all started because of sunscreen, and now it's sort of morphed into something that's a lot more than that. So.
Well, as I got to know, Guerry from last year, I bought his products, I used his products, and I told so many people about the health benefits, about the positive sunscreen that I use from Third Rock, and then I actually got some of the, what's it called, the Nutrisporin. And so many times we get a mosquito bite, or we get a little nick from working out in the yard, or something happens. And I will tell you, anytime that there's any type of an abrasion on the skin, that stuff is it speeds up the healing process.
No question.
And, as I got to know Guerry more this year, I got a chance to get the tour of his product line. If you guys want more information on what he's developed and what he's selling, go to thirdrockessentials.com. It's in the description of this Facebook Live up there. Friend request Guerry. If you guys have any questions about anything that he's done, just go ahead and send him a message. I'm sure he'd be happy to help you out, become an affiliate. If you have any questions about any product specifically, anything that he's mentioned here on this Facebook Live, just ask him. He's an open book for you guys. I know he wants to help you guys stay healthy. His product line is amazing. It helps with the chiropractic lifestyle. It teaches healthy habits. And I think that's so many times is we want something to give to our kids. We want something to give to our loved ones. We want to support a brand that actually gives people better health. And with that being said, I'm just so excited to have our PhD here, Guerry Grune, with me. And Joel, thanks for joining me. But as we wrap this up, thank you, Jason Strohide, for bringing all of us together at the Chirothin Forum.
Absolutely.
This is our second year together.
It is.
This is our second interview together, and I just can't say enough.
He looks younger than last year.
I just can't say enough about what it's done for us as a family out here in Clearwater, but as a larger brand of Chirothin. Dr. Jason is working tirelessly to connect the dots with the industry transformers and the people that really want to change the perception of what is possible for growing their businesses and bringing great quality people together.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. So, yeah, I'm very thankful to be here as well, and look forward to more work with Dr. Strohide and bringing more products and better products to everyone that needs them. And we'll continue to do that. We say, if you wouldn't put it in your mouth, don't put it on your skin. Kids put everything in their mouths. So for parents, for grandparents, we really have products that work and are safe and effective and non-toxic. So.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and close out and say thank you, everybody that's been on the live stream today. If you found value in this and you're watching us on replay, hashtag value in the comments there. And just know that we're going to be broadcasting from Chirothin for the rest of the day. Gary's banner's over my shoulder right there. You can see it. But you guys are just one story away. Keep hustling. We'll see you guys on the next one.